Hi guys, I'm Louise. I have been managing Amazon stores for a very long time. And in this video, I will share underrated Amazon PPC strategies that not only will increase the sales but the profits as well because they do not go hand in hand sometimes. So I have handled different price points, difficult niches, big client goals, difficult client goals, and basically just experienced so many different things that I have a lot to share what actually increases sales and profits at the same time. I specialize in a low waste, profit first, and holistic Amazon PPC management. So with that said, the first step is to not make the tacos the goal when your actual goal is increasing the profits. For example, it's difficult for a client to tell you to lower the tacos from let's say 15% to 10% to increase the profits by let's say 5%. What happens is if you really examine it, you will reach your goal, you will reach your 10% tacos goal, but upon thorough examination, your profits just mostly stayed the same or not proportional to the tacos decrease. So why is that? So what will you do if your main goal was a 10% tacos? You'll probably make sure to only spend let's say $10,000 if your revenue is $100,000 per month. You'll do a lot of trimming, refining, pausing, etc. Versus if your goal is to actually increase profit by 20%, what will you do? You'll probably examine all the products and identify the money makers, probably check if they could be pushed further in terms of sales without increasing spend. That can easily be done, guys. You'll be diligent with tracking ranking. You will check demand on how far it can be pushed. You'll double check your offer, your conversion rates, maximize all sales avenues, etc. So don't get me wrong, having a clear tacos goal is very, very important and an easy metric to track, but don't forget that the true goal of any business is profit. So if you have been doing this and if you have access to profit tools, try monitoring your tacos and profits at the same time. The next step is to not randomly set a big goal. Let's say from $100,000 in monthly revenue to $200,000 in monthly revenue. Double. You can actually easily increase your revenue for sure, but it will not be proportional to increasing profits. When you set this outrageous goal of doubling your revenue, you will massively increase spend. You'll probably do a lot of changes, do a lot of price changes, do a lot of promos. You might hire an agency, another expert. You'll probably launch a bunch of products, try another platform. And with all this, you'll realize your profits barely move. This is a very common mistake that I see so many sellers make. What happens is they'll burn through their inventory fast. It ruins their cash flow. It ruins their next batch of inventory. It will be hard to track what worked and what didn't because they did so many changes. So what I highly suggest is you set a controlled growth of up to 20%. So let's say an increase in 20% in profit and revenue. If you can sustain that growth for a few months, then you can move up again by another 20%. With a 20% goal, you won't do crazy things. You'll probably be diligent with your cleanups, you tweak a few campaigns, focus on your hero product, versus on the previous example where things will go south easily because you changed so many things. So last is not focusing on what's working. So let's say you're trying to improve organic rankings because you want to increase profits. You already have a lot of keywords working for you and they are already in the top 10, top 20, top 5. But you keep focusing on those in the top 30, top 50, or just lower in rank because you want more keywords to rank, which again isn't so bad. My point here is you need to weigh the impact of your actions because in order to rank, you need the sales volume and the conversions. If you allocated well, you could easily move those in the top 10 to top 5, top 3, top 1 even, instead of getting lost on low impact keywords. Because let's say guys, your monthly units sold is let's say 500 and there are already a set of keywords generating you that 500 units sold. It's allocated for that, that's why they're ranking well. And then you introduce a bunch of new keywords to rank and been having a hard time to increase units sold. So if you introduce a new set of keywords, it will change your allocation. Bottom line guys, do not forget those that are already working. Of course, it's important to also find new keywords to rank, but do not get lost in the sauce. So there you have it guys, Amazon PPC strategies that will surely increase your sales and profits at the same time. I have more PPC tips coming soon, so please make sure to subscribe. But thank you guys and see you in my next video. Bye!